Shed's getting pretty full, so we're just clearing a space just in case we need an extra space. Anyway, Steve's on the case this morning. It's Sunday. Keithy boy's just weighing a load of grain in from last night. Sunday, 10th of August. We're just finished on the barley. We're just moving the header onto the same farm, just a different part of the farm. Onto Ollie's. He's got some spring wheat that he'd like us to harvest and grain cart for him. So anyway, young Robbo's coming in. Davo's gone ill. He was going to run grain cart for us, but he's gone ill for the day. What's this? All right.
The car's open on the header, mate.
Cart open on the header. That's right. I had shut it. That was the guard on the header open. We've just been blowing off because the barley was riddled with wild oats. Anyway, moving the combine over. We're going to be at the grain store. We're using a neighbour's grain store. A little bit different setup. So Robbo and Uncle Franklin are going to grain cart. Hopefully, fingers crossed, this is Ollie's first harvest. So fingers crossed for him, it does all right, you know. But it's been a difficult year for everyone, so we'll see how we go. Anyway, Farmer's just opening his lids. They're just going up and open. We're going to put the header next door because you can get to two of these. This is only a small field. The next one's pretty small. We'll have a bit of shifting around just the header while we go field to field over here. Farmer's got a load of settings on there to change. Going back onto wheat now, so barley's a lighter crop, so the wind speed's going to pick up a little bit. The sieve settings are going to change a little bit because it's a different shaped grain, and yeah, lots of little bits of fine tuning while they get that sorted. So yeah, you can see which way the wind's going. It's good practice, you know, if you get, especially going into a field, you know, with black grass in it, and then you're going onto a neighbour's, it's good practice to blow it off. So you don't transfer wheat seeds from one field to another. I don't know what variety I went for. I couldn't tell you. He might be around later to tell us. He's got a bit of baling on, so we might see him later. We might not. The whole farm here used to belong to their granddad. So yeah, it's nice to see, you know, the grandkids carrying on practices with it, and yeah. And they've jumped into it with 2 feet this year, you know. It was all lastminute.com. Yeah, I can imagine Ol's quite excited for this because it's, you know, it's his first of his own. So, and it would be, if it was mine, I would be excited as well. So, anyway, 2 fields here to do. Farmer can get across these ones without moving the header, and then we'll be back to move the header later on. We'll get a yield update and everything like that soon, but we've all had same conditions, you know. Ours looked exceptionally well and still only yielded 2.5 tons, so you know, I'd like to see at least do 2 for him, but it might do better than that, you don't know. Let's see. You know, they worked hard in the spring at it, you know, they were all out there late, we all were, but yeah, there we go. A few wild oats in there, but they've been a theme of the year this year. Well then, when you get inside, Rob, lift her up. We're going on the right hand side. You've got to straddle the pipe, yeah? It's on the crease of the floor there, you'll see it. That's it, keep coming like that, mate. On that crease there, Rob, yeah? Swing around. Have a shun. Have a shun. I need you to get the pipe in the middle of the wheels. Yeah. Only for the first one? Only for this one, yeah? You're alright, keep coming. Keep coming. Spot on. Lovely. Keep coming. Little bit. Yep. Can have it all there, Rob, if you want. Lovely trailer, isn't it? Why, thank you, sir. Do not stick your head in there. Obvious reason. I might just get you both to tip once more on these pipes. Yeah. And then I'll start pushing up. Just sets them in. I don't know how far we need to come forward.
What's the crack with these?
They're perforated.
Yeah.
And then they'll stick a fan. You see that those are end ones, those aren't perforated, those. So stick a fan on the end then, and it blows all the way to the back. Pretty, mainly for cooling, Rob. It's 13% moisture. And the worst sample ever, is this? Warm, yeah, it's warm. Yeah, warm cooling.
Where the issues. Yeah. Alright. So you know the fans we have, what we spare in?
Yeah.
So.
Same job.
Yeah.
Apart from it's blown in instead of sucked out.
Yeah. What do you
I actually prefer these because
I was about to say, what would you?
I'll tell you why. The fan, the spears, you're up top where all the warm air is. I suppose it doesn't matter, does it? Because it's sucking it from the bottom anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
Spears are good. If you've got a warm spot, you can jam it in there.
Yeah, well, I suppose from the bottom, it's going from the very bottom to the very top.
Yeah.
Whereas the spears are like only halfway in.
I think this is a better idea, if I'm honest.
So once we tip sort of too low driving over it, what, you just drive in the middles and...
Middle and the ends, yeah. But once you're in, you'll never have to worry. When they were doing winter wheat and you were getting right out towards the door, it was a bit more tricky, but it's alright. These are... Getting in the door is the hardest, and they're big doors, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, lovely place, isn't it? Hell of a building. Look at the building, Rob. Imagine building one of these. All these panels, look how big the panels are. Mad, isn't it? Look at the stays between the purlins. Is that a plug socket up there? Is that what that is? I bet that is.
Looks like it.
I bet that's a plug socket. That'll take some time to build something like this, won't it? Everything's reinforced.
For them
Everything.
beams,
Yeah. Imagine just trying to. What are they bringing that on? You know what I mean? The lorry must be massive. They must be 50 foot.
55?
I bet that's 100-foot barn in it. Would you guess? You know, where's the limit? Like, how long can those bits be?
I would say that is on its limit.
Yeah, I would have thought so.
Them panels weigh mental weight.
Yeah. You wouldn't want it to come down on your head, would you? Bloody hell.
Pain wouldn't last very long if it did.
No.
Like the weight on the sheets alone is like a lot of weight for that. Then you look at the size bolts which are all in it.
Yeah.
4 bolts in it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Three for each side.
But the strength is, it's like a pyramid, it's like a triangle. The strength is in the middle there. That'll never move.
Against each other.
The bolts are literally just there to locate it. They just The strength is that way, if you know what I mean.
Pushing against.
Yeah, unbelievable, isn't
It's
it?
mental. One of these costs mental.
Can you imagine?
The concrete panels alone.
Yeah,
The concrete
just one bay of concrete panels. You're looking at mental money, aren't you? You know it. Probably 40 grand in concrete panel there.
It's one bay.
Yeah. But I bet it wasn't at the time, but I don't know.
No.
Hell of a thing. And there's a drying floor in the 2 middle bays with massive fans drying that. Have you seen them?
I think my arms are not with it.
I never.
I've got a bit of time anyway.
I never
It's
saw
only
the.
just getting moved.
Has he? Oh, have you moved him?
No, I just left. He was just putting the pedal on the trailer.
Okay, is Uncle Franklin moving him?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Look at these
I got
fans.
him hooked on. Fucking hell.
You wouldn't want to be in here when they're on, would you? They got like 2 sets of blades. Can you see?
Too fat.
I don't know if it's 2 separate fans. Or, it must be, hasn't it? But this is a burner here. Can you see it? But how does that not make how does it not make the motor get hot? Because that's gas there, look, and there's the igniters.
Oh, that's a flame.
Yeah, that's flame, so it's heated and cooled, so you can dry it and cool it. And this side as well, look. There's a little door in there. You can, like Alice's, you can open all the slats, so you can concentrate where you're cooling and all that.
What's this? Electric powered or gas?
I imagine they're electric fans, but gas
Burner?
gas burners, yeah. I don't know how it all works. Charlie used to do it. Yeah, not a particularly fascinating day, this one. Yeah, the combine's over on small fields. It's taken a while for the loads to come in. We're hoping it yields. We're hoping it will average out at least, you know, 2 ton for Ollie there. But I think initial yields are a little bit lower than that. But anyway, we sort of the pipes are in place. You've got to be ever so careful not to ride on them, and you've just got to push up in between. We'll get another one tipped. We'll get Robbo tipped, and then I can push it up a bit better then. And we just start building it up the wall. And we're not going to go too crazy. We're going to use the. We're going to go about 2.5. So we'll, yeah, it won't be a big heap. But usually, I don't know what the boys told me. I can't remember. I'm sure I would have thought this. You know, each bay would hold 450 to 500 tons easily. I would have thought. And I have seen it where they have. You know, even last year they've always done well. They've done remarkably well, in fact. I'm going to get Robbo to tip before I start pushing that up. You have to get some grain over the pipe, and it just locks the old pipe in place then. We shouldn't have to come out too many more. We'll get it built up before we start coming out with the pipes. Monday morning, 11th of August. We had to swap out we bought a generator, and anyway, this is an older one. It's actually got a little welding attachment, so you can weld off it as well. It's good for those jobs where you want to do some welding work. Yeah, handy little thing, but it's old and it runs on petrol. Anyway, we've had to swap it out with that other generator. We only bought it a couple of years ago, but so unreliable. Every time I keep coming back to it, just not running. And we need these spears running, so but this one's been going. It just runs out of fuel quick. The guys will be here lime spreading today. I'll try and get out here. They're going to do the lime, and they're doing this potash and phosphate. So it's like it's just, you know, ground-based nutrients going into the ground, and then Keithy will come across with a disc probably this week. Yeah, definitely this week. Incorporate it all into the ground, into the seedbed, ready for winter wheat next year. So it should get a nice good healthy start. Anyway, just make sure our fans are running. Oh, because the generator's been so unreliable, I was supposed to move these today, but the fans haven't run long enough. So now we're a day behind moving spears. Okay. They're not running. Right. Got to figure that out now. Okay. Problem is, it won't run long running fast like that, so we're yeah, on a bit of a loser with this thing at the minute. Once we've gone through the pile, it should be okay. It's not a big pile in there. That sounds better. They're working, I can hear them now. I'm happy. The contractors are here to spread the lime at Jim's, and I think I'm late. I think I've missed the action. But we never know, we might catch them. They might still be here. The trailer's still here. Oh, we've had one of them mornings this morning. Oh, young Davo's had a bit of a malfunction. Oh, bit of a nightmare actually. Anyway, went off with the hire trailer, the tipper, and I've been telling the young kiddies, you know, the trailer gets ever so close to the tyres, the drawbar, and the pipes hang down. I said it 1,000 times. Anyway. He hasn't been very well, so I don't know if that's the case. He's caught the pipes, ripped the pipes out the tractor, snapped the fittings left in the tractor, my tractor as well. We've managed to get them out, hopefully no damage to the spools. We'll check that later on. Linda's been and got some fittings for us so we can get it back together, and he's bent the little frame that holds all the pipes in one place, so we're going to have to hold our hands up there to SW Hire, and yes, apologies there. I say to the boys, you know, no point getting upset, no point shouting or doing about, as long as everyone learns from it, you know. Oh, they're out here. Yes, you might be able to catch up with them actually. But yeah, they put the lime on, and then they got a second dose of the phosphate and potash. So, oh, there's a tractor there. Look. Let's see if we can. Oh, they must have two here. Wonder if we can see it on the floor. We can see it. Look, you can see it's that white powder. I have no idea how they meter it out, because obviously they've just bulked it in, you see, so they'll tip it in. I guess they got weigh scales on the unit itself there, so, and I imagine we're about to get absolutely dusted. You can see it all coming out the back of the spreader there. It's a bit like a muck spreader, but for fines, you know, for fines. So I don't know how wide the spread is, whether it's 6 meters or 12. JCB Fast Track. Cox is the other boys that do it, and this is, yeah, Jim would have sorted this out. So yeah, it's all in aid to we'll cultivate this in, you see, we'll mix it all into the seedbed ready for winter wheat, and they'll go across it with the potash and the phosphate as well. I see another tractor out there, so they must have two of them here. I hope this ain't going to whip me in the face. Oh, there we go. They just load it in with a big shovel, you know, loading shovel. That'll be a nice job done. Those boys are like us, you know, they're just, yeah, they're in a day they ain't busy, you know. There's another one out here, and he's spreading potash. And I noticed the pile was smaller, so I guess that goes on a smaller rate than the lime, I'm guessing. I think Jim's only doing the land that is going to be cropped, so he's not going to spread it on the land that's over winter stubbles. Obviously no point spending money on fields that aren't producing anything, but next year he might put it on there, so we'll see how it does. Hopefully. I can't wait to get drilling. Honestly, I cannot wait to get going on that. So that bloody generator don't go very long, does it? He's out the back there spreading on there. They'll have to, you know, they're going to be going over the fields, the same fields twice. So half his farm is over winter stubbles and half is going to be wheat this time. Last year it was stubbles. This is what it looks like at the end. Davo will be here this week along with Keithy after these boys have finished. They got a nice loader where loading it all up, and it smells like you know, it's got that ashy smell to it, you know, potash. Phosphate is just another mineral for the soil to all help everything grow. Let's see what's going on with this. Oh, she hadn't run out long. Okay, so she's going. Oh yeah, that doesn't last long, does it? We was here 8 o'clock and the time is 2 o'clock. That's 6 hours. Okay, right, I'll fill that back up. Right, while we're here, we'll just quickly have a look at this man. But yes, I imagine the video's been a bit all over the place this time. I apologise, but I'll show you the trailer later on. Oh, this old boy's motoring. I imagine to get the rate right, he's got to go faster. Yes, you know, because you have to do your rate versus your speed, like on a fertiliser spinner, very similar. There he is. Who we got here? Ted. All right. There we go, JTW Cots Farms, there we go. If you need a spreader man, that's your man there. I'm not too sure of however many, who else does it round here. Right, anyway, lime and potash and phosphate on the fields, ready for next year. Finished last night. It wasn't a busy night for me, no. Yeah, the guys were moving the combine field to field, and I think they haven't got a crazy amount left to do. Anyway, I've got this one to push up. These ones here are now solid pipes, and it's perforated from here, so anything from here will get blown to and from. Anyway, there's Uncle Franklin will be back, Dave will be back. We've got a load back home still on the trailer. Once we get that fixed, that'll come back up here this afternoon. We'll get that fixed and back tipped, and yeah, should be about right anyway. And then I'm sure Ollie will get up there, just level the top off. Usually they're right out to here, poking out the front. Young Charlie's up here, poking it up there, and it's all level all the way to the top. But yeah, anyway, that'll be that. Anyway, I'll show you what it looks like at the end, and we'll have to leave the video there, I'm afraid. It's going to be getting on for, I reckon. We're at the back of my tractor. Yes, Dave had a bit of a hiccup, reversing, all the pipes were plugged in, caught the pipes, dragged everything down. We've got to replace this, pulled on a brake pipe as well, so I've got to make sure that is ready to go. I'm not sure about that. For now, we just want to be able to tip the grain out so we can have a proper look, get all this off and assess the damage. But this stuff happens, it's harvest time, you're not going to go all harvest without a problem. But yes, anyway, I have been telling the guys to watch the pipes, but yeah, I'm sure he's learnt his lesson now. It's all right, he hasn't hurt my tractor. I think he's learnt his lesson anyway. We got some, we've still got a bit of repairing to do on there, but for now she's, we've managed to get Ollie's grain back in his shed for him anyway. God, what a day. Can you see in? There we go. There's Ollie's pile of grain. It's not the biggest pile of grain you've ever seen. He only had 125 acres, so I don't know what would be there. 200 plus tons, I would guess. So yeah, we will. Anyway, I'm going to push the last load up for him, make the front good. He'll put his fans on those tunnels, blow some air in there, get it cooling down. It'll be fine. It's not a big heap. It's not a stacked heap. He won't have no problems. Anyway, so there he goes. He'll try again next year, like we all do, and next year will be a better year, won't it? So we'll see. But Jack and Farmer's just doing Jack and Charlie's and Aubrey's and the gang over there doing their bit for them. So hopefully for them it's a bit better for them. But it's just not been the year for yields this year. So that's it. That's going to be the end of the video. It's been a bit of it's probably been a bit of a weird one this time. Right, that's it. Thanks very much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. We'll catch you next time. Cheers.